Hello everybody, Jam here, and welcome back, finally, to my DiRT4 Rallycross Championship mini-series. It's been quite a while since the first episode, quite possibly some sort of record between episodes 1 and 2 of even a mini-series. Quick little explanation of why it has been so long. I actually recorded this 3 months ago. Obviously, I'm trying to do this series livecom. The first episode was, and the rest will be. But the audio failed on this episode, and I just didn't get round to doing it, which is why it never got uploaded. So 3 months later, I'm sat here, a couple of hours before it goes live, and I've got no idea what's going to happen in this video, but I'm going to post-com it, well, because obviously I have to. Yeah, I'm going to find out what happens while I'm watching it, because I haven't watched it through or anything. I thought it'd be more fun to get my sort of raw reactions. Like you guys do when you watch. I'm just sitting here watching a video. I just happen to be talking over it. We won the first episode out in Montenegro at a track that
Best effort today, mate. Let's see what you can do.
Did say I didn't particularly like. Linden Hill, obviously my home event. Big shame that it's not on the calendar anymore.
Ready.
And yeah, here we go. I do remember that getting a good start was nigh impossible. So
Go, go, go.
let's see how that. Yeah, that was an awful start. It's weird how you can tell when you can see things so much differently when you're not actually playing the game. It was a pretty decent second phase of the start. One person's gone off into the Joker, and I've taken the lead. If things stay pretty normal, this could be a pretty boring race. I think I've said everything I need to say at the start of this video. So nearly 2 minutes in, I'm already watching the action. But there's a huge amount of action on screen right now. What have I mentioned? Yeah, we're leading the championship. We went to Montenegro last time out, even though I didn't like the track. Okay, so I've gone straight into the Joker to try and cover the other guy. It's a very horrible Joker here. I'm not a fan of it at all. Oh, okay, that's not the guy that Jokered. Someone came into the Joker behind me as well. And the guy that Jokered on lap 1 is a mile back. And, yeah. Is the other person going to come out the Joker in second? No idea, but we did just have a cut, so we're on to the penultimate lap now. We're going to have another cut, yep, on to the final corner. It seems like not a lot happened in this first heat, which is unfortunately the way it goes sometimes. I just noticed that it's absolutely chucking it down, which is a typical British weather for you. And I won that heat overall by nearly a second. That was a pretty decent start. I tell you what, commentating in this manner is a lot harder than I thought it would be, because normally when I do a post-com, it's right after editing. I've just gone through the editing. I've watched it about 4 times. I'm planning what I'm going to say at various points when I'm doing the effects or trimming down the clips to the right length. I'm just watching this. I've got no idea what's happening. It's really hard to give you a coherent overview of sort of my thoughts and how it's going and stuff when I don't know. Oh, okay. On the left-hand side, pretty even start. I'm going straight into the Joker. Oh, someone covered me off. Who's that? It's not Hanson, it's the other Peugeot. Yeah, so not the best start for me. Normally when you're on the left-hand side, you get a good run straight into the Joker. Oh, he's gone flying off! That didn't look natural. I wonder if he picked up a right rear puncture or something. I didn't hit him, did I, when I was under brake? And I know that you can, something I've certainly done in the past when you're braking on a shallow line into the tight right-hander.
Right, you're fighting for second position at the moment.
Okay, so it should be close according to the spotter. We do come out just in second place when the other two Joker well and truly ahead of third. Now we got one. Oh my days, okay. I don't know if I braked late there or if he braked early, but that was quite a hit. We've now got a lap and a bit to try and overtake Timmy Hansen to win the second heat in a row at least. If not overall, on track. Seems to have pulled quite a gap coming up after the contact. It's gonna be
7/10 to improve on, to keep pushing.
Okay, well that 7/10 just got found in one corner. Oh no, he's cut back underneath. I did stop speaking to listen to what the co-driver or spotter had to say. That was a brilliant move up the inside initially, which couldn't hold it. Once again, I've hit him into the left-hander and I've run wide on the exit. It's going to have to be all or nothing into the hairpin. I've absolutely clattered him. Can we out-drag him on the way down to the final corner? We're going to have to tuck him behind, up the inside. We're sliding in front. He's cut under us again. Oh, is he? Oh my days. Okay, that's bad. I absolutely destroyed him.
That is a win.
That shouldn't have been a win. That was a great race until we came out the final corner. It looks like we're having a replay. I flew up the inside, got sideways, he tucked back in front, and then as we flick left, he sort of flicked off, he moved off to the right to give me room, and I just swiped him and took it. Did he even come second? He did come second in my lobby at least. Bloody hell, Gronholm did a 2:34 overall time. That's ridiculous pace. Bloody hell. After the first 2 heats though, 10-point lead. I mean, I am on brutal AI for this entire series, although I am on the gamer mode, which makes it so much easier, and you are a bit quicker. Getting into the semi-finals is easy. You're pretty much going to do it in first place if you're vaguely consistent. And then from the semi-final, it's just a case of doing well in one race. That was actually a pretty decent start, getting a very even run with all 3 of the other drivers. Absolutely smashed by the Mini there. Although I can hardly complain about contact given what we've seen so far in this video. And like the first heat, not quite as dominant, but I am leading of the 3 cars that haven't jokered. Well, oh, that wasn't the best run around the hairpin. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a case of it's Gronholm. Can Gronholm put the laps in to jump me when I joker?
You're fighting for the win at the moment.
Okay, Spotter reckons I am indeed fighting for the win, but that might just be because I'm leading on track. Started to gap the 2 behind me. Actually, Christopherson's gone in for his joker. Gronholm's jokered as well now. Sorry, he had already jokered. I got confused when that cut. Gronholm is up to second.
Fighting for the win at the moment.
Still fighting for the win. Gronholm's moved into second after the joker, so he's jumped the other 2. I've gone very deep into the joker. This could be close. Oh, I've rode the banking. Bloody hell! That was something out of a freestyle video. And despite that, this isn't even close. When I confused myself and saw the cut to the later laps and saw that Gronholm was up into second, I presumed that he'd been putting his foot down, but he's not actually. He's just been overtaken by Johan Kristoffersson in the other polo. Well, this heat has ended in an anticlimax, but we've had 2 wins from 3, so it's not a bad start.
Nice one. Happy with that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I just said. Alright, so yeah, still in the 2:39s, but I did top the times this time. How you can go 5 seconds quicker that's just, I can't get over that. 5 seconds quicker. I know it's like over a second a lap. That's not easy to find. Still top of the times or the points. 20-point lead. Pretty much guaranteed to be in the semis at this point.
Ready to race.
Okay, the lights are on. Sat on the grid. Not the best start this time. From the left-hand side, probably joker again on the first lap. And fortunately, no one's covered off in front of me this time. And I haven't run quite as deep as I did on the last heat, but that still wasn't the cleanest run. Certainly some time left on the table. Oh, crikey. Yeah, quick jump to lap 2 now. Somebody has jokered. Oh, nearly clipped the barrier on the inside. And I've jumped one person. That's Mr. Insane Speed himself, Nicholas Gronholm. Yeah, okay. There's not a lot going on at the moment, but if looks are to be believed, I think I'm close enough to jump both the top 2 when they come in to the joker. I nearly said pits then. Obviously it is a vaguely similar concept, but also quite distinctly different. I do seem to drop back through the second half of the lap. They've both jokered together. If it was just a smooth run, I think they might have caught quite close to me, but the fact they have to do the slow speed section through that chicane, yeah, they're just not not close enough. So final heat, we're going on to the final lap. I'm well and truly in the lead. I did run wide a little bit, but it's pretty clean. What was that? Absolute drastic bit of oversteer. I don't know if I hit something or what, but absolutely rear-ended into the Armco. And I've got no rear bumper. My car's showing his bare arse to us. That's not exactly PG-13, is it, car? Anyway, we did have quite a gap, so I don't think it's going to affect the results. Although we will have to do some repairs going into the semi-finals now. Some probably quite substantial ones. So let's hope that I don't end up incurring a penalty. And once again, we're in the 2:39s. No idea how you go 5
That's
seconds.
a win. Well done.
Yeah. Another bit of encouragement from the spotters, always nice. Kevin Eriksson actually topped the heat that time, a 2:38. That's feasible. You know, if I'd driven perfectly, I could easily knock off a second. But 5? That's just mad. And yeah, overall qualified, 30-point gap. It's just pretty standard. The only person that's even vaguely consistent in the top 5. I mean, look at Nick Gromholm with that phenomenal run in Heat 2, and his other 3 heats were rubbish. So that is the starting grids for the 2 semi-finals. We'll be starting alongside my fellow polo driver, Mr. Kristoffersson.
Get ready.
And yeah, let's see if we can have a good fun race in this one. Waiting for the lights. See if we can get a good start. That's a hesitation. Been helped out by the Mini though. Kristoffersson I thought was going to go into the Joker then. I got a little bit put off by his line and I'm into the barrier again. Our car does look nice and repaired. Climbing the banking again, not for the first time. I've really hindered Kristoffersson, made him drop back a position, and Timmy Hansen's got the pair of us. I think Kristoffersson is holding on to third. Nobody jokered on the first lap. That's surprising. With a staggered 2x2 grid, I thought any of the 3 cars on the left-hand side would have had a serious consideration to just jump in on the first laps. It's usually a pretty decent tactic, especially if you're starting on the back road. Oh, that was close to that huge curve.
Any time in this traffic. Consider taking the Joker this lap.
Okay, that's a bit of a late call, really, unless you mean at the end of lap 2. Kristoffersson, Baumanis, and Shishiri have all jokered at the end. Oh no, it's not the end of. It's the start of, isn't it? So yeah, on the start of lap 2. That's interesting. So I've stayed out in between the 2 Peugeots. The AI do seem to kick it up a gear when you head into the semi-finals. The pace of Hansen is rather impressive out in front, and I can hear Loeb behind us.
Once the rest have done their Joker, I reckon we'll be fighting for second.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if Kristoffersson can get back into the mix of the front 3. Obviously, I think he was between myself and Loeb when he went in to take his Joker, and he should have clean air and be putting in good lap times. I don't think I'm particularly holding Loeb up, so he's got pretty clear air as well. I'm not exactly being held up. We're in vague realms of traffic, but it's not anything particularly substantial. I mean, Timmy Hansen's just showing some serious pace. I'd love it if I could have a quick look behind and see where Loeb is.
Second position at the moment.
Still fighting for second. So it doesn't sound like Kristoffersson's going to be close enough to jump in towards the lead. Otherwise, we'd probably be told that we were fighting for third. Yeah, no idea where Loeb is. I can't even, because of the preview screen that I'm watching on, I can't even see the gaps in the top right. So you'll have a better idea of how this is going than I am. That's pretty deep into the hairpin. Not a bad run. There's a couple of cars coming up the hill as we go down it, but again, I can't quite see well enough to be able to tell what's really going on. This is a tense race, but it's not massively action-packed. Still fighting for second, and Timmy's gone in with a lap to spare. So's Loeb. Where have they both come out? It looks like Loeb has stayed quite substantially ahead of Kristoffersson based on when the timings have popped up. So I don't know if Kristoffersson got into trouble, had a bit of an incident maybe. Spotter prediction is still second, although it's flickering to first now. maybe Timmy didn't have the best Joker. If I can have a clean run, you never know.
Once the rest have done their Joker, I reckon we'll be fighting for first.
Yeah, we're now being told we're fighting for first. We've gone a bit deep, but we can get a decent line through the chicaney bit. Where's Hansen? There he is on the inside. We've already had one hell of a last lap battle with Mr. Hansen, the junior. I said that with such confidence. I've got no idea if he's the younger or older brother with Kevin. Can we get past him into the hairpin? He's running slightly wide, but he's going to get a good run down the hill. He's dropped it a little bit. Didn't get the smoothest exit into the last corner. Am I going to throw it up? No, I'm not close enough to throw it up the inside on this occasion. Okay, that was one hell of a race. Not the most exciting on-track action, but that was a really, really decent race.
Nice drive. You did great.
So I couldn't convert my pole position into a win in the semi-final, but I will be going through into the final and starting on the middle row with Rene. I keep saying Rene Munich. Again, I don't know if it's Rene, but we got Timmy. Okay, so that you can tell the final grid. I would go through it, but my mind's not working right now, and I'm sure we'll see a lineup there, right there, as it happens. Got two Swedes on the front row. I'm showing the middle row with Rene Munich, and then Mr. One-Off Speed Gronholm is starting alongside the legend that is Sebastian Loeb. I no idea why I said it like that. Sebastian Loeb. Right. If, this is a big if, I can get a good launch here, might be able to go up the middle between them. And that would really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Go.
That wasn't awful. Not quite the sensational start that Gronholm got, but there's a lot of contact going into turn one. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'd have to watch that back again. Yeah, I was only sort of half looking. I was looking up at the timing screen, which isn't the best. Again, more contact. Gronholm shot up to third in all that. Loeb's... Come on, that's a lot of contact going on. Loeb's getting involved as well. Loeb has gone backwards from the middle row. Yeah, Gronholm's had a great start. I've pretty much stayed where I started. And Munich's the big loser. And we've still got the two Swedes out in front.
It's too busy in front.
Oh, bloody hell.
Okay.
Okay. I've just been advised to take the Joker. I was thinking the same thing anyway. I've overtaken Gronholm into the Joker and completely screwed him over. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Going into the Joker at that point seemed like a good idea until the two cars in front of me did the same thing, and I didn't quite have the reactions to bail out of it. Ericsson was in one of the lead two, so if I can stay close to him, I might still have a good chance at a good result. Obviously, I completely screwed over Gronholm and put him in a tyre barrier. So he's dropped behind Loeb now. Oh, don't run wide, touch the wheel on the gravel. That's not good. Loeb is right there behind us. Come on, I need to close that gap up to Ericsson. Okay, so yeah, with that busy Joker, Munich is now going to be buying his way back into the fight because he's staying out in clean air while myself... Oh, Loeb, you bastard!
Pick it back up. Come on, push.
Oh, that's race over. Absolute race over.
Jokers, I reckon we'll be fighting for sixth.
Fighting for sixth? You don't fight for sixth, you get resigned to sixth. Oh, just slightly wide and sideways through that final corner. Through this final corner. Rear end from Loeb. And just turn me around.
Sixth place looks like where we'll be once all the drivers have Jokered.
Okay. Throwing it up the inside of Gronholm into the first corner. It's the second time we've overtaken him. Much cleaner this time around. Nice clean move, although I did tag the barrier. But yeah, 1 and a bit laps to go. I tell you, I recovered from that spin pretty well. Now on to the final lap. Very close to Munich, who I started alongside. It's now Loeb up in third from the back row. Flying up the inside. That was a nice move. And again, like the recent touring car videos, Rallycross is one of those motorsports. It's not a non-contact motorsport, put it that way. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that. I'll tell you what, based on that, just from a spin like that, I'll take fourth.
Bad luck. Let's get the win next time.
It was bad luck, but considering, I think that was a pretty good result. Yeah, Ericsson, the gap between Ericsson was less than a second back to Loeb, so he did have some serious pace, but I'm not sure I would have done much better than third anyway. So fourth, I'll take it. Obviously not an ideal result, but I do retain my lead in the championship. So that is it for this video. Obviously it's been completely different to how the rest of these videos will go. I've actually quite enjoyed doing it like this. Saying that, I'm not going to make it a habit. Normal service will resume with live comms for the rest of the videos, which I've actually already recorded, so they will be coming. And yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye.